ball here today, and let's see what our Pointers can do with this opportunity. 2 games left in the regular season, and then on to the WIAC tournament for the first time in a while, and that's going to be exciting. But I know Coach and I'm sure our guys want to finish out this regular season as well as they possibly can. So we'll see how it goes. For the Eau Claire Blue Golds, they will start 6'7" senior Carter Hushka from Farmington, Minnesota. 6'4" junior Drew Maloney from St. Charles, Minnesota. 6'5" senior Cade Hall from Boston, Wisconsin. 6'3" senior Nolan Blair from Stevens Point and Spash. And the other starter here for the Blue Golds is 6'1" senior Michael Casper, who is from Merrill, Wisconsin. Stevens Point gonna start a little bit different group, I do believe, here tonight. It'll be 6'5" junior Malik Abdul Wahid. Also in the starting lineup tonight, 6'2" freshman Josiah Butler. He is from Appleton and Fox Valley Lutheran. Malik is from Brookfield and Central High School. Jake Buchanan, 6' senior out of Kimberly, Wisconsin. 6'1" senior Ryan Genrich from Mukwonago. And 6' senior Ryan Peterson from Watersmeet, Michigan, and Northland Pines High School. So Coach sticking to what he had said he was going to do, and that is start his 3 seniors here tonight. How long does he stay with them? Well, I would say probably as long as they keep the game, I'll say close. You're going to give up a ton of size with Buchanan at 6 foot, Genrich 6'1", Peterson at 6 foot, when you're looking at 6'1", 6'3", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7" for the Blue Golds. But that doesn't, size is not everything. These guys will play awfully hard, and let's see what happens here tonight. The Pointers, 12-11 on the year, 6-6 in the WIAC. Eau Claire, 10-13 on the season, 3-9 in conference play. One of those 3, an 82-73 win over the Pointers last month. The opening tip controlled by Stevens Point, and here we go. Stevens Point front court, Butler works toward the top of the circle, gives it up to Buchanan. Out on the right wing, Jake across the way to Malik. Smooth down to the baseline, had it poked away that time by Hushka, but he got it back. Ryan Peterson over to Buchanan. Right side to the free throw circle. Out on the wing, it'll go to Butler. Shot clock down to 9. Josiah trying to work with it. Over to Genrich. Pulls up from 15, in and out, no. And the rebound goes to Hushka. So got a good look, didn't knock it down. Here come the Blue Golds into the front court. Out on the left side is Hall, guarded there by Butler. Gives it up on top. Here's Nolan Blair back over to the right side. Running down the lane, a little left-hander. And Cade Hall gets the first 2 of the game. Got by his man in no trouble once he got inside, and the Pointers nearly turn it over, trying to bring the ball up the floor. Here comes Butler. You're down by a pair. Josiah starts and gives it left side. Peterson into the corner. Buchanan. And did he step on the sideline? Must have. Nothing else was there. Boy, we've seen that so many times. I got to remember to ask Coach what that is all about these days, because that never happened in the past. Hushka at the top of the circle. Over to the right side, Blair. Blair against Buchanan. Outside, it'll go Maloney into the left corner area. On the dribble across the way, that was Casper. Hushka, kick out from the open left corner. Pointers cover it up. Outside, Casper for 3, and he buried it, and he is a dynamite shooter. And you find yourself down 5-0. That was a long shot, but nothing but net. Boy, teams shoot well in our building. 18:08 to go. Butler into the front court. Across the way, Buchanan. You need a basket here now. Malik on the baseline. Last trip down, you didn't even get a shot. Buchanan looked at the 3 up on top. He's working against Blair, gives it to Butler out on the wing. Josiah back over, Genrick. Genrick crossover into the lane. Lost it, got it back to Malik. He'll take the three, got it. Oh, big shot for Malik Abdul-Wahid out on the perimeter. And the Pointers back within a pair. 17:37 to go. It'll go from Hall into the hand of Hushka. Back to Hall underneath. Well, he got right off of Ryan Genrick and easily scored it down low. Ran off a Hushka screen and really nice pass by Hushka down low. 7-3 Blue Golds. Stevens Point into the right corner. It'll go to Butler. Josiah fakes it. Over it'll go to Peterson. Ryan into the lane. Kicks it out to Butler on the wing. Shot clock 9. Josiah to the free throw line. Over to Buchanan. Jake outside. Butler fakes the three. Steps up on the baseline. Off the rim. No. Tipped out long. Buchanan comes up with it and draws a foul. Kind of rolling into Jake's legs was Maloney. That'll be the first foul of the ball game. Not a shooting foul, but Stevens Point will get the ball back here. Down by 4, 16:55 to go. Inbound, it'll come to Buchanan. Got 18 or 20 on the shot clock. Malik goes right by Hushka and scores it. So 7-5 in favor of the Blue Golds. Nolan Blair stopped his dribble, gets it out on the wing to Casper, into the hands here of Hall. Hall against Butler, gives it up. Back over to the right wing, Casper against Genrick. A little bit of a push off, not much. Blair with it, throws it over to the corner. With it is Hushka, tried to get into the lane. Ball popped away, got it back. Kick out Blair, and he buries the three. Nolan Blair, whose brother is having a heck of a career, coming to a close. Drew up at Minnesota Duluth. 10-5 in favor of the Blue Golds. Left wing, Buchanan down to the baseline. It'll go to Genrick out on top. Swing it over to Malik. Smooth holds it there against Hushka, takes him into the lane, dumps it off to Buchanan, goes reverse, in and out. Oh boy, halfway down and somehow came back out on him. Pass up the floor, and Genrick is going to commit the foul. Hopefully, okay, crapping into the scoring table right here. One of the Blue Golds, looks like it would be Casper. Genrick just trying to stop him, and Casper went hard into the scoring table right where we're sitting. He's going to go to the bench. Like I say, hopefully he's going to be okay. It'll be a foul on Ryan Genrick. Didn't, again, intend, but just a basketball play. And it looks like we'll get some subs in at 15:45. Media timeout. Let's take a 30. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. Thank you. First foul on the Pointers, by the way. Again on Ryan Genrick as he knocked down Mike Casper. So the Blue Golds will get it right in front of us here. Nolan Blair will be the inbounder. In for points, Seth Myron, Darius Bolden, and Cal Crone. So your regular starting five out on the floor right now. Eau Claire is 4 for 4 from the field. Down the lane, a kick out on top with the ball. Stopping near the elbow that time was Lightson. Behind the back, Hushka, and down the lane, Nolan Blair got free and scored it again. Blair, who averages 4.7, already has 5. And you're down by 7 here in the early going. Got to play better defense than that. Into the front court, Malik gives it off to Myron. Seth over to Bolden on the right wing, off to Butler. Looked in and tried to get it to Cal. Bad pass tipped by Blair. Blue Golds come back up with it. Those are mistakes that you can't have. Blair, left wing, will get it into the hands of Maloney. Maloney outside, Hall. Back over to Blair, lobs it down, baseline. Hushka got free and lays it in against Darius Bolden, and Point needs a timeout, down by 9. Yeah, defense not there. This is a 30-second timeout. Let's take that break. We'll come right back. Eau Claire with the 9-point lead. Pointers basketball, WPCN. 46 to go in the opening half. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Eau Claire 14, Stevens Point 5. Plan your before or after game get-togethers. Final score, second to Maria Stevens Point. Well, yeah, defense has been kind of non-existent for Point so far. Cal Crone near the left elbow, hands it off to Butler. Josiah into the lane, jump stop, goes up, rolls it off the rim. Boy, we've had a couple right there, and they won't go down. Rebound into the front court, Maloney. Eau Claire has not missed a shot yet. Hushka on the wing, kick out to Blair. Blair over to the right side. They'll get it there to Hall. Hall, long cross court, connects over there with Lightson down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Hushka inside, out on the perimeter. Thinking about it was Maloney, didn't take it, almost lost the dribble. Maloney pulls up, throws it at the rim. This one doesn't go. Rebound to Myron. It was close for honestly just throwing it at the basket. Butler on the wing on top. Malik wants a triple. Got it. Malik has all 8 of your points. You're down by 6, 14-8. Front court, Blair into the right corner. It'll go Lightson. Back out now, Hushka. Blair on the baseline. Nice move by Nolan. Got cut off by Crone. Outside into the lane, Maloney down the lane, a little runner, and he scored it. That's Hall, I'm sorry. Cade Hall averages 10, he's already got 6. So they are scoring at will at the moment, up by 8. Butler goes all the way to the rack, shot swatted away, saved by the Blue Golds. Great hustle, and then we're gonna get a foul on the play, maybe on Cal, trying to get back and save it for Point. Cal Crone will get the foul, his first, second team. Well, you got in deep, couldn't get the shot to go. Genrick comes back for Butler right now. 16-8, Eau Claire. 13-14 to go, opening half. Okay crowd, not a real big one in all honesty. We could have used some more folks in here tonight. I know it's a Wednesday. Maloney over to Lightson. They'll work it to the high post. Hushka trying to get by Cal. Cal lost his footing. Hushka missed an easy one. Malik with the rebound brings it up the floor. Works it to the right side off the wing. Malik down the lane, and then he turns it over. Here comes Blair the other direction, and they'll lay it up at the other end. Boy, you did everything good, and then bang, turned it over. Caden Leach with the lay-in, and you're back down by 10 here in this one. That was a tough turnover. Leachy converting. Tough start here for Point. Kind of afraid of that. Crone at the free throw line. Cal trying to get into the lane. Throws it to Myron on the left baseline. Seth backing in. Shot clock 6. Myron jump hook. It's short. Lightson with a rebound. We're coming up empty, and Eau Claire can't miss. Lightson kick out. It'll go there to Hall. Hall in the high left corner. On the wing, it'll go into the hands of Leachy. Leachy across the way. They get it to T-Bond down to the baseline. Outside, it'll go to Hushka. Hushka stops, look for a cutter. Into the hands of Leachy. Down the lane, left-hander, no. Rebound fought for. Genrick comes out of there with it for Stevens Point. Need a basket here, down by 10. Left side to Bolden. Darius to Malik at the top of the circle. Drives it into the lane, down the lane, blocked down there. Maloney lead feed, T-Bond And a nice break, and they missed the layup. Fortunate for point. Leachy, Bolden got beat going back down the floor. 18-8 is your score. That was simply a missed layup. Bolden wants three, and he got it. Well, that helps, but Darius has got to pick up his defense here. 18-11, point down. Buchanan getting set to come back here. Front court with the pass is Leachy. Out on top, Lightson into the hands here. T-Bon down the right side of the lane, out to the baseline corner. They'll launch from the left wing, the triple off the mark. Malik with a rebound on ahead to Darius into the front court. Can you convert here? Bolden on the left wing. Holds his dribble down. Cal trying to post down on the low left block. Over to the right side, Myron, and he just lost the handle on the basketball. Nobody there, and Eau Claire will get a layup, and Bolden with a silly foul at the end. He had no play on the ball and is going to give him the and one. That's just a bad play by Darius there. I mean, they had a breakaway layup. You had no chance on that, and now you're going to give him the and one. Wow. Myron just fumbled the ball away. That killed you. Logan Baumgartner into the game right now. Layup good for T-Bon, and he misses the free throw, and Point unable to get the rebound. Kick out, three ball off the rim, rebound this time Butler. Boy, not much going right here if you're a Pointer fan. Butler into the front court. You're only down 9, amazingly to me. Genrich from the left wing down to the baseline, pull-up jumper, got it. Ryan Genrich with his two, and you're down by 7. 10:09 to go. Up front with it is Lightson, sends it across the way, Maloney into the hands, working on the wing. Casper, good to see him back in there now. He's the guy that went down crashing into the scoring table. Lightson gets by his man down the lane, and now you're going to foul him getting an uncontested layup again. And he'll go to the line for the and one. 22-13 and a chance to get it back to 10. Kind of buried yourself here now with some bad defense right now. That's 14 fouls on Point. 2 on these last, and the free throw is going to be short, and Eau Claire gets another rebound off a miss. From the right wing, nobody there. 3 balls going to miss. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Stevens Point basketball. Boy, you dodged another bullet. 2 times you've fouled a guy going in, no reason to foul him, and then they miss and you give up the rebound. Bolden into the front court. Darius down the lane, goes right-handed and scores it. You have to play defense if you're going to win this thing. 22-15. Eau Claire happy to go toe-to-toe offensively with you. I don't know that they're good enough defensively if you play them tougher. T-Bon out on the right wing, gives it up near the top of the circle. That is Leachy, and now Eau Claire will turn the ball over. Lee Ayres Jewelers providing custom design jewelry, free custom design consultations, as well as jewelry repair where dreams are made. Good luck to the Pointers from Lee Ayres Jewelers. Casey Verhagen coming in early. Bolden going to get a little rest. Verhagen, if you don't remember, the guy that came in at semester, a D2 transfer. Josiah Butler, Pointers are down 7. Butler, left wing Verhagen, takes the dribble behind the back, and then he loses the handle at the free throw line. Just lost the ball. Picked up here by Eau Claire. Into the lane, down the lane. Bounce it on the baseline. Back into the corner. It'll go there to T-Bon. Out on the perimeter, Casper into the hands of Blair. Blair sends it across the way. Up on the top of the circle, Maloney. Maloney trying to get by Baumgartner. Casper for 3 more. Over the top of Buchanan. And he's got it. My goodness, that man can shoot it. It's a 10-point game. You've had so many cracks at getting in close, and you're just fumbling the basketball away. Butler goes. Baumgartner wants 3, in and out, no. Rebound on the baseline to Grant Petro. Up the left wing with it is T-Bon. They're playing with house money, so to speak. They being Eau Claire. kick out. Down the left of the lane, nobody there. Layup is good, Maloney, and you're down by a dozen, 27-15. Boy, the defense is just horrible so far tonight. And then on top of it, you are turning the ball over with really out any defense. Genrich wants a triple. He's got it. Wow, 27-18. And you're only down by the 9 with all the bad things. Casper gives it off on the right side. It'll go to Maloney. Long bounce pass on top. Lightson down the lane against Buchanan. Got in, tried to go off underneath. Butler intercepts it. Now you need a basket to get a little bit closer. Into the right corner, Genrich fakes it, gives it back. Buchanan, triple, off the rim, no. Tipped out, and the rebound to Maloney. Maloney to Blair, 27-18. That would have been a big one if you could have gotten it, didn't. Blair off the high screen, working to the right wing against Butler, gives it up on top. That's Maloney off on the left wing. It'll go there to T-Bon. T-Bon down into the post. Patesold sends it on the perimeter into the lane area. Maloney got by Bumgartner, and Logan's going to get a foul. Wow. We are being schooled here right now. Our defense is 6:52 to go, and this may be a media timeout. 6:52 to go in the half. Eau Claire 27, Stevens Point 18. We're coming back in a minute. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. With the 27-18 lead right now, the Blue Golds shooting 63%, including 50% from three-point range. Stevens Point shooting 44% and 4 of 6 from three-point range for 67%. One of the big things, Point with 5 turnovers already, and 2 of those totally without any kind of defensive pressure. You just fumbled the ball away. Free throw off the mark here for Drew Maloney. Eau Claire as a team, 64% from the line. Maloney missed them both. Rebound, Abdul Wahid. They are 0 for 4 from the line. Off on the left side, it'll go to Cal Crone. Can you settle in and play some D? Cal on the left block, gets in deep, takes a tough shot and got it to go. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. 27-20. See if you can dig this thing out before half. Maloney across the way with the ball. Peitzold, out it'll go. Hall to the free throw line. Hushka down the lane against Crone, bounces it on the wing, back on top, all the way around into the left corner. Point chases it down, and they fly by an open shooter. Shot won't go, but a long rebound pulled in by Maloney. So another one where you get them to miss, and they get the rebound. Into the lane, Hushka with a push off, nothing. Patesold out on top to Blair. Blair guarded by Genrich. 8 on the shot clock this time. Page into the lane, stolen away by Josiah Butler. Brings it up, attacks down to the baseline, couldn't get through to the basket. Out to Darius, fakes a 3, and a foul. I thought for a second they were going to call traveling. Patesold with the foul. Grant, that's his first, only the second, I believe, on the Blue Golds right now. Down by 7. Pointers have not led in this game. It'll go to Genrick, long cross court. Crone back over, right wing Bolden. Darius, just a bad pass. Cal tried to get it back and lost it out of bounds. That pass just not there. Really some bad play so far here tonight by Point. And I guess I better give some credit to Eau Claire, but I don't know exactly why. Point's just not playing well. Pushka on top. Works dribble against Crone down to the baseline. Nice spin move inside, goes up off glass. Missed it, tipped up and in by Hall, and a foul on the play. Genrick is going to get the foul. That is his second. Hall gets the basket, and he'll get the and one. This is the third and one already for the Blue Golds. Free throw, not going to go. Rebound tipped out long again. Over to the left wing, into the corner it'll go. Maloney. Boy, Stevens Point is hurting itself big time. Down the left of the lane to the glass, and the layup good for Maloney. Now you're down 11, 31-20. Well, I didn't see this coming. I thought you would be a lot sharper. That's the problem with a young team, I guess, but it's just bad basketball. Bolden kick out all the way up on top. Malik gets into the lane, and he'll turn it over. Went behind his back with the dribble, on ahead, and another layup for the Blue Golds, and another timeout for Stevens Point. Way too many turnovers here. 4:41 to go in the half, and now you're down 13. It is Eau Claire 33, Stevens Point 20. We're coming right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN. There. Stevens Point has not led. 7 turnovers already for Stevens Point. Eau Claire already with 11 assists in the game to only 3 turnovers. Bolden to the arc. Across the way to Seth Myron. Boy, you just gotten to a point. Bolden fakes the 3, runs it inside, kicks to the corner, on the way, it won't go. Rebound, Lightson. And here come the Blue Golds with a chance to extend even more. You're really hurting yourself. Hushka out on the left wing to Blair. Blair gives it back over. Maloney, nobody near him, missed the shot. Bolden with a rebound. 33-20. Bolden, crossover dribble, top of the circle. Looking at Cal in the post. Darius into the lane, kicks it out. Butler wants 3, got it. Well, all right. Down by 10. 3:50 to go in the half. Lightson left wing on top to Blair. Nolan sends it to Hushka, guarded by Cal. One dribble, gives back over to Blair. Into the free throw lane, kick out on the perimeter. Hall for 3, not gonna go. Crone gets the rebound. Over to Darius Bolden. And on ahead to Butler. Josiah, 10-point deficit down to the baseline. Curls back out, gets it to Ryan Peterson. Off it'll go to Myron, makes a pass underneath. Cal almost missed the pass, but he gets the layup. And did we get a, somebody went down, and I don't know if he just stepped on somebody. That somebody is Cade Hall. I mean, I did not see any contact, unless he maybe came down on the foot of Cal Crone. Or maybe, you know, things can just happen. They're going to get him up, but hopefully he'll be okay. Looks like it's his left leg, whether it's ankle or knee. I don't know if he got a knee to the thigh, whatever it might be. Hopefully he'll be okay. 33-25 Blue Golds, 3:16 to go. Stevens Point down by the 8. And got to play some defense. Buchanan, Butler, Crone, Peterson, Myron on the floor. Find some guys that want to play some strong defense and see what you can do to get back into this game. Blair into the front court against Buchanan, right side. It'll go there to Lightson. Handoff from Maloney. They'll find Casper. Pushka near the top of the circle. Gets it back over. Casper into the free throw circle. Outside to Maloney. Back to Casper. A deep NBA three and hit it again. 3 for 3 out there. Those Merrill guys continue to haunt Stevens Point. 36-25. Left wing Buchanan. Up on top. Over to the right side to Myron. Seth into the lane. Outside. Peterson faked the three. Finds Butler with 14. Josiah got in deep, fumbled it, got it back, needs help, throws it out to Buchanan, right back to Josiah. Shot clock 6, into Cal, pull-up jumper, got one. Cal Crone has 6, 36-27. Can you get a defensive stop? That's the question. Bounce pass on the left sideline, Lightson with it. Against Peterson, looked at a cutter. And an off-ball foul on Butler, I think, which will make it a shooting foul. That is going to be a 1-and-1 coming up for Eau Claire now. Must have been a grab coming off the screen. Michael Casper to the line for the 1-and-1 here. 36-27. Front end, he missed it. And now what? Point. We've got a rebounding foul on a missed free throw. Oh my goodness. Well, when it rains, it pours. And it's pouring right now. You got him to miss another free throw. And now another foul. Hushka with the free throw. Missed another one. Boy, Eau Claire is over at about 7 or 8. Down on the block, it'll go to Myron. Backs his way into the lane, kicks it out to Butler. Butler, little push off. Peterson from the wing, no, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line. Ryan will get 3 from out there. That foul on Casper. Only the 3rd, I think, on the Blue Golds. Now Ryan Peterson needs to knock down some free throws. He'll get 3 of them coming up here. Boy, if he could somehow hit all 3. First on the way, he's got 1. Bolden's getting set to come back here for Buchanan, I believe, 36-28. Second one coming up for Orion. And he's got that one. Well, really, when you think about it, credit to Ryan Peterson, to Jake Buchanan, for Ryan Genrich for sticking this thing out. Obviously, we had some guys that defected, and Ryan got all 3 of them. Big free throws. Now you're only down 6, amazingly. 1:48 to go. Into the front court comes Blair, bounces it right side Casper. Pushka holds and gives it up on top to Maloney. Left side, it'll go to Lightson. Finds Casper, who's been red hot with 3 threes. Back over on the wing. Into the corner, Maloney sends it to Lightson, guarded by Peterson. Takes Ryan down the lane, kicks to the corner, wide open. Airmailed it, Bolden with a rebound. Minute 23, on ahead Myron down the lane, layup good! What a nice pass, a good breakout, you're down by 4 at 36-32. Blair bounces right side, Casper. Can you get another stop? 1:08 to go in the half. Casper heads right up the Hushka screen. Down to the baseline, runner, and he banked it down. Didn't cover up when they worked him off the screen that time. You needed some help. 38-32, 6-point ball game. 52 seconds to go, so as it stands, Eau Claire will get the final possession. Bolden wanted to go into the post, could not. Over to the right wing, it'll go to Butler. Josiah up on top. Sends it over to the left corner. Myron with it. 12-10 on the shot clock. Crone on the baseline. Cal backing in against Tushka. Spin move, a lot of contact. Pump fake, goes up and scores it. Tough shot by Cal Crone. You're down by 4, 23 seconds. Can you get a stop here? Blair into the front court. They've got a set play they're going to run. Blair working it right along the timeline, down to 10 seconds. Blair starts to the right wing, stops his dribble. Off the screen that time, sends it back over. Launching a wide open three and hitting it at the horn is Lightson. And you're going to go down by 7 as you go to the locker room. It is at the half, Eau Claire 41, Stevens Point 34. We'll come back here with more in just a couple of minutes. UW, Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. .13 got themselves to within 4, only to give up that three-pointer at the horn. And it has been a tough go. Very sketchy defense by Stevens Point in the opening half. Amazingly to me, the rebounds have come back to even, although Eau Claire has 5 offensive rebounds, and that has been very costly. I'll just be honest with you there. But the rebounds are even at 14. We'll get all of the stats for you in a little bit. It is, at the moment, fortunate you're only down 7. And really, if you get that stop at the end of the half and only go down 4, you would have had to have felt pretty darn good, if you ask me. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community locations in Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa. So the guys are going to be in the WIAC postseason tournament, and that will come up starting next week, Tuesday. Of course, we'll cover all of the Pointer games as we go. We know that we have high school playoff hockey for you tomorrow. A.J. Ligman will have the call as the Spash Panthers will host Wisconsin Rapids. And again, that'll be tomorrow night. And that game starts at 7, so A.J. will be on the air right around 6:45 with that one tomorrow night. And then on Friday, we have Spash boys basketball. And Saturday, the Pointer doubleheader with the women at 3 and the men at 7. The men are at Oshkosh, the women at home against the Titans in the final regular season game. So lots to do, to say the least. Now lots to get done before then and see what may or may not come of anything. I'm going to get you scores on other games, and then we'll also try to check in on how our women are doing. The women absolutely have to win their 2 games. Tonight on the road at Eau Claire, and then Saturday hosting Oshkosh. And Oshkosh, the league leader right now, so that is going to be a tough task. But Pointer women have done things like that before, so we'll give them every opportunity and every bit of confidence that we can throw their way to try to get them a couple of wins here. The final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard at the half showing Eau Claire 41, Stevens Point 34. The final score on the corner of 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs, or right next door is the OT Tavern for a little something extra. The Pointers down by 7 at the half. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back and we will get you scores from around the conference. We'll do that in 1 minute. Pointers basketball, WPCN. From the free throw line. That's amazing to me. The Blue Golds, 14 rebounds, 13 assists to 3 turnovers. They have 5 steals. And by the way, the Blue Golds' biggest lead was 13. They have 16 points off of turnovers, 26 in the paint, 4 second chance points, 6 on the fast break, and the bench has scored 9. For Stevens Point, 13 of 23 from the floor. That is 57%. So that's pretty darn good. Three-point range, 5 of 8 for 63% for Stevens Point. And 3 of 3 from the free throw line. You say, how can you be shooting 57%, 63% from three-point range and be trailing? Well, it's those darn turnovers. Stevens Point has 7, and they have taken 7 less shots than the Blue Golds have. And that's one of the big factors in this game right now. For Stevens Point, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 turnovers, 2 steals. The Pointers have not led. They have no points off of turnovers, 10 in the paint, second chance points 2, 4 fast break points. The only area where Stevens Point is outdoing the Blue Golds right now is bench points. Stevens Point 15 and the Blue Golds 9. So a lot to be cleaned up. 16 points off of turnovers for Eau Claire and 0 for Stevens Point. And then paint points, you're outscored 26-10 on top of it. 8 assists, 7 turnovers for Stevens Point. That's not good enough. Blue Golds have the lead, 41-34. We're at the half. And let's see other scores. First, on the men's side, everybody at the break right now. La Crosse 40, Oshkosh 31. Stout pounding on River Falls right now, 45-24. And Platteville leads Whitewater 35-28. For the women, Stevens Point leads at the half, 32-28 at Eau Claire. La Crosse on top of Oshkosh, 24-20. It is Stout 36, River Falls 33, and Whitewater 44, Platteville 36. So those are your halftime scores, and we'll try to keep tabs on those as we get closer to the end of our ball game. We congratulate the Pointer men's hockey team on winning another WIAC championship. And with that, Stevens Point will be hosting the WIAC tournament semifinals, and that will be coming up. Point will get the winner of a first round series that'll be played between Superior and River Falls. Season ticket holders can purchase their seats starting today. They have until 8 a.m. next Wednesday to claim their seats. Otherwise, they're going to go up for grabs. Student tickets will be available beginning on Monday at the University Center ticket office at 8 o'clock. 300 free student section tickets and 200 tickets in section 1 or standing room only at $10 per ticket for Friday the 23rd game are going to be available. At 8 a.m. on Tuesday the 20th, the same quantity of student tickets for Saturday's February 24th game will be available. All right, so if you're a Pointer hockey fan, basically get your tickets. That's kind of what they're trying to tell us. They do, generally speaking, go pretty fast. So, well, let's see what the Pointers can do here in half number 2. They've got their work cut out, trailing 41-34. And, boy, they need this win. I know they want the win, but they've got to make a push here against the Blue Golds. In many ways, you kind of gave the Blue Golds this lead with all those turnovers and then missed rebounds. I'll go back to Eau Claire being 0 for 7 from the line. You could be a whole lot farther down than the 7 points you trail at right now. 41-34 Eau Claire. We'll come back and get this second half started in 90 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Eau Claire has the lead as we get ready to start this second half. Again, not a huge crowd here on senior night. It's not horrible, but we could have put some more people in here and it would have been nice to try to cheer these guys on. Now let's just see if we can come back and win this game somehow, whether it be by 1 point or more than one. Just find a way, and you're going to have to dig it out on the defensive end here tonight. That's where this is going to be won if you're going to make that comeback. You need to do that without a doubt if you want to move up. I mean, you're into the postseason tournament. We talked about that already. But if you want to be higher than a number 6 seed, you're going to have to work a little bit harder here in the second half. Let's see who the pointers are going to go with. Eau Claire is going to have Hushka. They're going to have Blair. They will have Maloney. Trying to see, I'm guessing, you got to have Hall out there. And Mike Casper has been a killer. He has 11 points at the half. And Eau Claire gets the ball to start off. Bolden, Myron, Butler, Abdul Wahid. And into the lane, Cal Crone. That should have been a travel. And Hushka will score with a foul. Wow, I don't know how that wasn't a travel. And right away, a 3-point play. Boy, not much going right, and that includes that kind of a call. Sure looked like he took an extra step in there, but 6 eyes said no, and Eau Claire finally makes a free throw. They're 1 out of 8. With that, you're back down by 10. And again, you know what? That got into the lane way too easy. Darius Bolden to bring it up, down by 10. Bolden over to the right side to Abdul Wahid. Can't have too many empty possessions right now while you try to work your way back into this thing. Butler on the wing, Myron to the free throw line. Nearly had it stripped away. Out to Darius. Boy, we turn our back on defenders a lot. Cal Crone, wing jumper, that's not going to go, and the rebound, Eau Claire. They had that thing secured. Casper, a quick pull-up jumper, won't go. A rebound inside Stevens Point. Boy, they left him open. Fortunate he didn't knock that down. Bolden into the front court. Pass to Cal Crone at the left elbow. Cal hands it off. Butler can't get a shot off. To the free throw line, down the lane, lays it up and in. Butler with 5 in the ball game, 44-36, and they get you all the way down to the other end. That's Leitzing. And he stops, doesn't take the shot. Up on top, Blair over to the right side, Hushka. Hushka back to Blair out on the right wing, down to the baseline. Hushka, long kick out. Casper wide open, missed it again. Rebound Malik. Well, 0 for 2 here in the second half now. Here comes Bolden. Front court, stops at the arc. Hushka guarding there, so they have to have a mismatch somewhere. Malik down the lane, off to Myron. Seth wanted him to roll to the basket. It would have been wide open. Malik takes it to the lane, outside to Myron. Off the screen, Seth gets down the lane and then has the ball stolen away by Blair. Blair will bring it into the front court. You're down by 8 at the moment. There's another one. You didn't get a shot off. Blair gives it to Casper. Casper lost the ball. Malik had it, picks it up, starts it up into the front court. Looking, stops and goes to Bolden. Darius off the wing, almost lost the dribble. Now works it toward the corner. Step back three for Darius, got it. Darius Bolden with the triple. Stevens Point with the basket. Down by 5 at 44-39. Good little spurt there. Nice steal by Malik. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Blair into the front court. Bounces, high post. Maloney with it. Goes back to Lightson for 3. Off the rim, no. Long rebound. Point doesn't go to get it. From the corner, wide open, no. Rebound, Seth Myron. Off to Crone. Boy, Stevens Point standing around a little bit. Bolden stops, wants another 3. Got it again. Darius Bolden finding the range. He's got 11. Now it's a 2-point ball game at 44-42. Blair into the front court. Point is never led. Nolan starts left wing. Takes it against Myron into the circle. Picks up. Wanted to go back door. It'll go over to the right wing to Casper. Long cross court out on top Maloney. Maloney behind the back down the lane against Malik. Off it'll go to Blair into the lane. Drops it underneath and Hushka shot blocked by Crone. Picked up here by Butler. A chance for the lead. Bolden on the wing, down to the corner. Spin move, goes baseline, scores it again. What a move by Darius Bolden, and a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Seiberling and the Eau Claire Bulldogs. We are back, tied at 44. What a start to the second half. 16:34 to go. Let's take the break. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. .34 to go in the ball game. Stevens Point has finally pulled back to even after being down by as many as 13. Now, can you get another stop and somehow get the lead for the first time in the game? Casper out on the right wing against Myron, brings the dribble from right to left, gives back over. Hushka into the lane, down the lane, and might have gotten away with another travel, and then they leave Maloney open for a 3. Hushka a couple of times has looked like he's traveled and they don't want to call it. Bolden into the front court, Pointers down 3. Yeah, you worked all the way back, now you can't let up. Butler, step back 3 for Josiah, off the rim, no, and the rebound into the hands of Hushka. Good look, didn't get it, 47-44. Hushka right side, working on the dribble against Crone, picks up and leaves it on top to Blair. Nolan gets down the right of the lane, back out to Carter Hushka. Gives back to Blair, sends it left, Maloney with it. Maloney, long cross court into the hands of T-Bon. T-Bon throws it over, Casper a deep 3 and got it again. And just like that, you got even and now you're down 6. And that's the problem when you have to crawl back from so far down. Good job by the Blue Golds. Stevens Point just not getting the job done defensively. Inbound, it'll come to Butler. Josiah will bring it up. You left 2 open shooters. Darius Bolden off the wing. You got that crowd excited and then failed. Butler down to the right baseline. Kicks it out. Myron a catch shoot 3. That's way offline and out of bounds. Baumgartner will come back. And now a chance for Eau Claire to extend that lead right back up to near double digits. And here's the media timeout. 14:55 to go in the ball game. Stevens Point back down by 6 after just getting back even at 44. 2 threes in a row for the Blue Golds, and they have pulled back to the 6-point lead. Ouch, that hurts. And again, they have had 8 more shots from the floor, and that's one of the big reasons the Blue Golds lead right here. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. The front court gives it off on the right side. Leachy is back in there. They've gone into their bench a little bit. T-Bon left. Down on the baseline, Maloney against Malik. Maloney back to the left elbow, off to Hushka. Hushka into the lane, and wow. Paetzold, a freshman, just overpowered the Pointers, and now you're back down by 8. All the way back to tie it, only to give up 8 straight here to the Blue Golds. Logan Baumgartner sends it over to Genrich. Ryan to the circle, back to Logan on the wing, runs baseline, got stopped up. Out it'll go to Malik. Need a good shot, 10 seconds to go. Malik wants the jumper, that's short, and the rebound goes to Eau Claire. T-Bon. Paetzold will bring it up here, Leachy, pardon me. Sends it across the way, T-Bon. Working on the dribble, kick out. Hushka got down the lane, and he's going to be fouled. And it's going to go on whom? Logan Baumgartner. His second. And that'll be the second on the Pointers. Let's see. Ryan Peterson back into the game for Stevens Point. 13:46 remaining. Eau Claire inbounds. Hushka out on top. T-Bon for 3 more, and he got it over Malik. Boy, you got back even and have been outscored 11 in a row, 55-44. So much for igniting this crowd. Bolden into the front court, and a timeout going to be taken here by Stevens Point. 13:30 to go. This is a 30-second timeout. Going to be taken by the Pointers. That hurts. And I said it, you got all the way back to even at 16:34. And now it's 13:30, so 3 minutes later, you haven't scored, and they put 11 on the board. Anytime you dig a hole and then finally catch up, the hardest part then is to get over the hump. And if you don't get over that hump and get into the lead, they come down and nail one on you, and the run starts all over. And again, Eau Claire with nothing to lose. Point knows they're in the postseason, but they could improve their situation with a win. Well, you've got plenty of time with 13 and a half minutes to go, but that back and forth just is not easy. Point will inbound into the backcourt. Darius Bolden had to go all the way down to the baseline to get it. Brings it up into the lane area. Works on the dribble against Leachy. Gets on down deep. Gives it out to Logan Baumgartner. Back to Darius out on top. 9 seconds. Works it down to the baseline. That's a lot of contact without a whistle. Rebound Eau Claire and a jump ball. And that'll go to Stevens Point, I do believe. Leachy held his position and kept Darius from getting to the basket. 55-44 Eau Claire, 13:07 to go in the ball game. Bolden trying to inbound it and does so to Baumgartner on the right baseline. He will take Carter Huschka into the lane, gives it out to Peterson. Over, it'll come on the right side. Butler trying to back his way down. Genrich at the top of the circle. 8 on the shot clock. Working inside, tough runner. Didn't get it to go. Eau Claire with the board. We are just getting nothing easy right now. T-Bon up front, working against Genrich. Kicks to the corner. Into the hands here of Paetzold. Lobs it out to Carter Huschka. Takes Logan Baumgartner down to the baseline. Double team comes. Throws it over on the wing. T-Bon fakes the three, runs it inside, kicks it out, ball tipped away, picked up by Baumgartner. Logan into the front court, works it to the left corner, picks up the dribble, finds a shooter out on top. Genrich not able to get a shot off. Over to Butler on the wing. Pointers need a basket this trip. Baumgartner down on the block, trying to back his way in, and then he lost the ball out of bounds. Tipped away by Eau Claire. 13 on the shot clock. Buchanan back in for point. And Cal Crone's going to come in. So let's see. Crone will come in for Baumgartner. Not a ton of offense on the floor right now. Butler, Buchanan, Genrich, Crone, Peterson. Inbound to Genrich. Right back over to Cal on the wing. They tried to free Genrich up for a shot. He'll launch from the corner and hits a tough shot over Paetzold that time. Ryan Genrich, the leading three-point percentage shooter in the conference, nails that one, 55-47. How about another stop? Casper got it to Maloney, got it right back to Maloney, into the lane, spins. Oh, big push off on Cal, and he scores it. Just stronger. Bump Cal back with the shoulder, and then easy lay-in, 57-47. Butler back up for Stevens Point. Josiah held to 5 so far. Buchanan sends it over to Genrich, up on top to Butler. Gets down the lane, and we've got a foul. A rare Eau Claire foul on the night. This is going to go on Casper. Point doesn't always attack the rim all that well. That is the first team foul on the Blue Golds here in the half. Carter Lightson coming back in for the Golds. Point will inbound off the baseline. They do to Cal Crone. Need a basket again. You're down by 10. Cal into the lane. Jump stop, goes up. Missed it badly. Rebound Blue Golds. Leachy on ahead right side. T-Bon sends it across the way. Maloney to the free throw circle, down the lane, and a foul on Butler. Well, in fact, they're going to call it on Cal. I thought Josiah had him by the arm, but it'll go on Cal Crone. That is 3 now on the pointers. You're down 10. Wipe up a little moisture on the floor here. Hilltop Pub and Grill, for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Open daily at 11. And for Cal, his third personal foul, by the way. Inbound, Carter Huschka. On top, T-Bon got by Butler, got away with a hop down the lane. Rebound, fought for. Butler came down with it. Now they'll get a jump ball, and it'll go back to Eau Claire. I mean, there was an absolute hop on that. Should have been a traveling violation. Didn't get that call. So Eau Claire earns it back. They're just outplaying you. You are not playing good, solid basketball like you did the other day. Inbound it'll come. T-Bon in the corner, back on top. Still 10:40 to go. Huschka, ball in hand, spins right by Cal Crone and gets an easy lay-in. So it's a 12-point lead again for the Blue Golds. Inbound to Butler. Josiah brings it up to the top of the circle, gives it off to Genrich. Back to Butler. Down the right of the lane to Buchanan. Jake into the lane, drops it off to Cal Crone. Had trouble finding it, goes up and scores it. Cal with 10 in the game. Down by 10 is Stevens Point. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Nolan Blair across the way. This is T-Bond with it. Got into the lane, kicks it out. Blair wants the three. That's not going to go. Long rebound. Who's going to get it? Stevens Point. On ahead, Buchanan, left corner. Sends it out to Butler. Josiah passes up a three, gets in deep, kicks to the corner. Genrick unable to get a shot off. Boy, Eau Claire closing out pretty well on our shooters. Into the corner, Buchanan runs baseline. It'll go back to Genrick, 10 on the shot clock. In deep to Ryan Genrick, to a cutting Buchanan. Off to Crone and tipped away out of bounds with 6 remaining on the shot clock. Casper will come back, replacing T-Bond here. Rock and Roll Cafe open 7 days a week from 7A to 3P. Stanley in Minnesota, Stevens Point. Malik Abdul-Wahid back into the game. Replacing Crone right now, 59-49, 9:24 to go. How deep can you dig to try to win this thing? Inbound to Malik. Spins into the lane. 2 on the clock, goes up, in and out. No, Malik gets his own rebound and gets tied up. And on possession, it'll be Pointer basketball. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Eau Claire 59.49. Pointer's favorite, Sports Bar and Grill, is the final score, Sports Bar and Grill. Take in amazing food and drinks. Malik Abdul-Wahid into the lane, crosses over, goes glass and scores it. He's got 10. Somehow there's not an and one with that. A lot of contact without the and one. But so be it, 59-51, 9:10 to go. Eau Claire to bring it back. Nolan Blair crosses the timeline with it. Heads right. Picks up the dribble outside to Casper. Casper out on the right wing, into the corner it will go. Attacking to the paint, spin move, shot, and banked in. Lightsing, I'm not sure he could see the basket, but he hit it. Point down by 10, 8:40 to go. That clock just keeps ticking, and we're not cutting into that lead. Genrick didn't take the three, got in deep, scooping layup. That was a bad shot. Rebound, Eau Claire. Pushka into the front court, kicks it out to Maloney on the wing. Maloney brings it back out high, leaves it off out on top, gives it left wing, Blair. Blair traveled with the ball. Just got bumped a little bit, lost his footing. You're down by 10. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service, performed by qualified technicians you can trust. All right. Bolden back in right now for Stevens Point. Butler inbounds it to Bolden. Darius will bring it into the front court, bounces it off to Malik. Malik at the arc, gets it to Buchanan. Jake gets all the way to the baseline, gives it back out to Malik on the wing, trying to go against Hushka. Picked up his dribble, finds Buchanan down the lane, he'll lay it up and in. Jake never stops moving, and that's the beauty of Jake Buchanan. Down by 8, 61-53. Left wing, it'll go to Casper from Leachy. Back over to Leachy on the high right. Buchanan has him there. Working off the dribble, got inside. Tough runner, didn't get it. Rebound Buchanan, lost it to Hushka. Hushka doing some real damage. Kick out. Casper all alone off the rim. Rebound tipped, and again Eau Claire will get it. Oh, Stevens Point just cannot rebound. Hushka down on the left block, into the lane, and this time rolls it off the rim. Abdul-Wahid with the rebound. 3 cracks at it, you got fortunate. Bolden into the front court, 7:16 to go. Darius gives it up left to Butler. Josiah down to the baseline, trying to back in against Maloney, out to Malik, into the lane. Pulls up from 17 and airmailed one out of bounds. 7 minutes to go and an 8-point Eau Claire lead. Stevens Point looks frustrated and confused. Media timeout. Pointers down 8, coming back in a minute. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. On your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, you have time, but you are running out of that precious element called time. Right now, Eau Claire shooting 54% from the floor. Stevens Point 51%. But the problem is, again, Eau Claire has 7 more shots than the Pointers do, and the Blue Golds with the ball. Up by 8, Blair, 17 on the shot clock. Works toward the baseline, long cross court. They'll get it to Lightson against Buchanan. Lightson works him down deep, throws it across to Cutting Maloney, no and a foul. Well, this foul is going on Buchanan. I believe his second. And it's going to be a shooting foul for Drew Maloney. First is on the way, and he missed it. 61-53. Let's see. Casper out and back in is Patesold. Freshman out of Chautauqua, Northeast Cameron. Second free throw is good. So it's a 9-point ball game. Point gets it into Buchanan. Jake to bring it up here. You need some baskets. Jake fumbled the ball, gets it off to Bolden. Darius into the circle. Back over to Malik on the right wing. Kick it back out. Around it'll go right side. Bolden into the lane, down the lane. Fadeaway jumper. Won't crawl over to the front of the rim. Hushka with a rebound. Just not connecting when you need to. Nolan Blair, Patesold on the left side. Holds it. They can take all the time they want with that lead. Nolan Blair trying to take Buchanan inside. Stopped his dribble. Out it'll come. Carter Hushka kicks it back to Blair. Blair drives it deep along the lane line. Pull up jumper. Rims off. No. Patesold gets the rebound. Just not rebounding the basketball and giving yourself a chance. It'll go back to the Blue Golds. Give them credit, but they're beating you at the simplest part of the game. Inside, no foul on Genrick. You're just getting beat at the basics right now. 5.5 minutes to go. That's the third on Genrick now. 5th on the Pointers, only 1 on the Blue Golds. Maloney's free throw rims out again. This would be a huge lead if Eau Claire was making free throws. Baumgartner back in for Buchanan. 62-53, 5.5 minutes to go. It can be done, but boy, oh boy, the offense is not working right now. Missed it again, and the rebound to Malik. Off it'll go to Genrick. Now you have to make them pay. Into the front court comes Genrick. Starts it over to the left side. Stops at the arc, gives it off to Bolden. Who's going to get a shot up here? Darius drives down deep, throws one off the side of the backboard again. I mean, that is just so bad offense. The ball is not moving at all. Blair into the front court. What happened with passing the basketball? Patesold near the top of the circle and a foul on Bolden. That'll be team number 6. Bolden's second. Point not helping itself whatsoever. Nolan Blair inbounds it. Hushka goes all the way inside and lost the ball, picked up here by Malik. He'll get it into the hands of Butler across the way to Bolden. Darius, kick out. Bumgartner wants the 3. That's not going to go. We have made absolutely no headway into this lead, and we have been given, Stevens Point, have been given opportunity after opportunity. Blair down to the baseline, throws it to the left corner, and the Blue Golds turn it over. You're still only down 9 if you could make a basket. 4.5 minutes to go. 62-53. I know it's not that easy. You're just not getting good shots. You're kind of throwing things up at the hoop right now. The ball has to move a little bit with passing. Genrich into the front court. Timeout. Stevens Point. 4:21 to go. You have to pass the basketball. 4:21 to go. Stevens Point will get the timeout, down by 9. Let's take the 1 minute. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. And pulled even at the 16:34 mark when they tied it up at 44. And then they allowed Eau Claire to go on an 11-point run, and then it's been ever since trying to play catch up again and just not getting the job done. Cal Crone out on the left side goes to Butler. Josiah, who's been very quiet again here tonight, off to Genrich, crossover, pull-up jumper, got one. Genrich with 10, 62-55. Get a stop. They're going to take their time. Leachy walks it up. 1-3-1, almost stolen by the Pointers. And then we're going to get a foul on Butler. And Carter Hushka will go to the line with a 1-and-1. Came out with the 1-3-1 and nearly got the steal. Malik got a tip, but nobody got to the basketball. Hushka, front end of a 1-and-1. He is 1 out of 2 from the line. 62-55. Point has missed several rebounds off of missed free throws already tonight. This one on the way is good. So the senior out of Farmington, Minnesota, calms the Eau Claire nerves. 63-55. Another one coming up here. And he missed it. Rebound Bolden. 8-point ball game. Darius quickly up the left wing, spins down to the baseline, gives it to Malik, launches the triple, off the rim, no. Rebound, Eau Claire. Patesold will bring it up. Well, he got a shot into the front court, it'll go. Hushka along the right sideline. Eau Claire working against the zone now, down to the corner it'll go. Maloney trapped down there, looking for somewhere to go. Into the lane area, Hushka underneath Patesold, bumps into Butler, takes it up and scores it over him. The little 6-foot freshman is doing his thing, and you're back down by 10. Genrich over to Butler. Josiah on the right wing, guarded out there by Lightson, finds Crone. Back to Butler, he'll take the three, off the rim, no. Rebound, Carter Hushka. You're inside 3 minutes to go. And Eau Claire wants to take the time. Eau Claire will grab the time. This is a 1 minute break. Their second time out of the game. 2:54 to go. Well, again, you have an opportunity, but boy, it's not going to be easy down by 10. Tricor Insurance, dedicated to helping our clients, employees, and communities succeed. Offices statewide, including Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Tomorrow night, WIAA Tournament Hockey. Spash playing host to Wisconsin Rapids at 7 o'clock. AJ Ligman will be there with the call of that one. Friday night, I'll have Spash boys basketball against Wisconsin Rapids. See if the Panthers can rebound from a tough loss last evening against Marshfield. That's a nice Marshfield basketball team. Let's give credit to the Tigers. They've got a lot of pieces. They are a tough ball club right now. And then on Saturday, Pointer women's basketball with Matt Matano. That's a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game from the Berg Gym. And then we'll close out the regular season over at the Paul Sports Center at Oshkosh as the Pointers will battle the Titans in that regular season finale. Eau Claire trying to get the season series sweep, and they're in good position to do that with a hair under 3 minutes to go. Blair into the front court. Darius trying to guard there. Picked up his dribble and gets it off to Maloney. Maloney working over to the right side, crossover over the top of the circle. Hushka down the lane, he traveled with the ball, and they're going to call a foul. That could easily have been a travel, but Cal Crone with the foul. That's the way it's going. That'll be 4 on Cal, and Carter Hushka back to the free throw line. Getting set, Eau Claire misses yet another free throw. Leachy and Paetzold will come back here for Blair and Casper. Down by 10, 2:37 to go. Hushka will try the second, and that one swirls out. Abdul Wahid gets it off to Genrich. Into the front court, can anybody shoot it? Genrich working, and he has the ball stolen away out on top. That'll be a layup at the other end, Leachy, and that kind of tells you what this is. All by himself, just got picked, and you're down by 12. Bolden down low, tried to go to Malik. Somehow he dug it out, back to Darius, fakes the three. Can't get the shot off now. Malik with it, into the lane, down the lane, yes, with a one. Malik Abdul Wahid now with 12 in the game. He'll go to the line. It's only the second team foul on Eau Claire in the half. Blair and Casper back. Foul called on Lightson. Malik, Ryan Peterson in for Cal Crone here. Abdul Wahid will try to get his squad back within 9 if he can connect here. And he does. So the Pointers down 9, 2 minutes to go. Inbound, it'll come to Blair. Back to Carter Hushka, trying to pick up some full court here. Blair trapped, gets it up the sideline to Casper into the front court. Casper against Genrich. Works off the right sideline, gives it into the hands of Blair. Blair right back to Casper, wide open, three, and he buried it. And that kind of buries this one, if you ask me. Left him alone, and it's a 12-point ball game. Stevens Point somehow just cannot beat Eau Claire. I don't know what it is, but it has been a struggle. Point did split with Eau Claire last year. I've got to be honest with you there. But Eau Claire got you at the end of the season again last year. 70-58, a minute 40 to go. Bolden into the front court. When you came back and tied it right away, I thought you had a chance. Darius three, got it. going to get the timeout called by coach. Minute 30 to go. Point will have 2 timeouts remaining. This is a 1-minute timeout. Let's take a 30 and we will come back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Weak offensively, you have given up too many second chance points. You've turned the ball over way more than you should. With all that being said, you're only down 9, but I think you're going to run out of time. Nolan Blair will try to inbound. He's got plenty of timeouts if he needs to. By the way, point down to 1 timeout. Eau Claire brings it into the front court. They don't have to shoot in reality if they take all of the clock here, but that ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be Eau Claire ball off the right sideline, 22 on the shot clock, 1:22 in the game. You're down 3 possessions. Blair has the job of getting the ball on the floor. Nolan, the Spash product, and calls the timeout. Point had some good defense there. Blue Golds will take the time, and again, they have plenty. They'll have 3 left after this one with 1:21 to go in the ball game. Well, ending the season, Point will be at Oshkosh, and Eau Claire will be at home against La Crosse. Now the Blue Golds coming in here at 3-9. They would have to win both games, meaning tonight and then on Saturday, and have Stout lose twice. Eau Claire cannot catch Stevens Point, 3 games behind the Pointers, only 2 behind Stout. And I don't know the tiebreaker situation between those two, but at the moment it looks like Eau Claire will take step 1, but I don't know what Stout is doing at the moment either. So 70-61, inbound, it'll come to Hushka, and a quick foul. This will be a 1-and-1. Should be team 9. Ryan Peterson will get the foul, his second. Buchanan comes back. Hushka, this is a 1-and-1. Came in averaging almost 17 points a game. He has 8 right now. Free throw is good. Back to a 10-point ball game with 1:20 to go. And Carter Hushka will get the second. And I think for the first time tonight, Eau Claire has made 2 in a row. 72-61, Bolden quickly front court. Working at the arc, had the ball tipped away, picked up by Genrich. His 3, buried. Ryan Genrich hits the 3, you're down 8, 72-64. Inbound, it'll go into the corner, and a quick foul gonna be whistled. That'll go on Genrich. That's his 4th, I believe. Now it's a 2-shot foul all the way for Eau Claire. And they're up by 8 with 1:03 to go. Drew Maloney to the free throw line. Again, this is a 2-shot foul. Takes a lot of the pressure off. He makes the first. 9-point ball game. Can get it back up to 10. And he got it. So now they've made 4 in a row. 74-64, minute to go in the ball game. Over to Butler, back to Bolden, down to the corner. Foul. That's a bad foul on Lightson. That foul should have been called all night long, I hate to say. It's not a shooting foul. 74-64. 60 seconds to go. Inbound to Malik on top. Genrich wants another 3. That's offline. Deep to the corner. And a foul whistled where? That's going to go on Paetzold. Here's some of the jeers, quite honestly, from our crowd because all of a sudden the whistle's going in favor of Stevens Point. Bolden couldn't inbound, so he threw it off of Paetzold. It'll go back out of bounds. Point will inbound. Down by 10, 55 seconds to go. Let's see, they're going to change the clock a little bit. 54, they took 0.3 of a second off the clock. Bolden, the inbounder, gets it into Malik on the baseline, right back to Darius. He'll launch a 3, rims out, no. Buchanan with the board. Jake down low, and a jump ball or a foul? This is going to go on Leachy. And it'll put Buchanan at the line. This will be a 2-shot foul since it's only team number 5. Jake's first, not good. 74-64, 45 seconds to go. Blair and Casper back in, just a little more experience and strength for the Blue Golds as the Pointers are trying to increase the pressure. Jake got the second free throw. And Peterson will come back for Buchanan. 74-65, 45 seconds to go. Eau Claire leads. Blair finally gets it into Hushka, back to Nolan. Nolan will bring it up and then turns it over Malik, and he is fouled by Blair. It's not a non-shooting foul. Unfortunately, if you could get some points with the clock not running, that would be big. It will be Stevens Point basketball. Now that is team 6. So you would, if they foul again, have a chance to go to the line. Officials talking something over here. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Eau Claire 74, Stevens Point 65. Watch your favorite teams, enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, Second and Maria, Stevens Point. 38 seconds remain. Point will inbound off the left sideline, pardon me. Buchanan, the guy looking, gets it into Bolden. Bolden couldn't get a shot off with Carter Hushka on him. Genrich wants a 3, that'll rim off. Hushka with a rebound. They will lob it on ahead into the front court. 25 seconds to go, and Bolden will get the foul. 23 seconds to go. Stevens Point is going to have to win that last one to finish 500 in the conference. They're going to drop to 6-7, down by 9 with 23 seconds to go. Grant Paetzold with 4 points, and you can make it 5. Peterson back for Bolden now. And with 3 seniors, that free throw misses. Abdul Wahid with the rebound. So the 3 seniors there to close this game out. It's not going to be a happy senior day. Buchanan pulls up from 8, rims it off, no. And Hushka with the rebound. Nobody's going to foul. And Eau Claire has swept the Pointers here in the 23-24 season. Your final, Eau Claire 75, Stevens Point 65. We'll be back to tell you about this disappointment in just a little bit. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN.